Good morning.
Good morning.
Coming to you from Turks and Caicos right now.
Yesterday, we wrapped our 2-week shoot of our brand new program.
It's called Transform, and it's going to be coming out January 1st, 2019.
Which is crazy, actually, to hear 2019.
It's like we're in the future now.
We're
it's
in
really
the
weird.
future.
We're right now on the main island called Providenciales in Turks and Caicos, or the locals call it Provo.
Yeah, which is crazy because actually the last 2 weeks, if you've seen on our Instagram, we were in North Caicos.
North Caicos at first felt like a ghost town to us. When we got there, we're like, holy moly, we're gonna spend this much time in this place. But we kind of got into a rhythm and a routine, and we loved it. There's so much beauty there, and it's very secluded, very isolated, which was perfect for what we needed. But coming back to Provo now and going to like the main beach, Grace Bay, it kind of feels like you're in Miami, and it's a little bit shocking to us, I guess.
Yeah, which is crazy because we were talking to a local who's lived here her whole life. We met her in North Caicos, and she was talking about the extreme boom that the island has felt in the last 10 or 15 years. And that's a story we keep hearing everywhere we go. When we talk to locals, they talk about the tourism has really come in, and not that it's a bad thing, but that it's changed things.
I guess to me, it's just a little bit shocking because being in North Caicos and seeing the rawness, and then coming out to Provo and feeling like things are really rapidly being commercialized and changing. I don't know, it gives us that feeling again that we feel, I guess, a lot lately, that the world is changing.
The world is changing. And maybe that's like the thought about, hey, we were just talking about the future. And now we're mentioning that like the world is changing. So maybe that just gives us a moment to take a breath and to appreciate the North Caicos when we find them.
Maybe our whole point of going into this discussion is to just encourage you guys, if you come out here to this part of the world, really step out of your comfort zone. Go out, see the raw beauty that this island has to offer. Don't just stick to the resort. Really get out there and experience the beauty that Mother Earth has to offer.
With that said,
let's go to the beach.
Let's go to the beach and do this vlog.
So you guys have been asking us a lot on our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, how we personally work out, what we do, what our secret is to staying fit and healthy. So we thought, okay, let's make a video to tell you guys that there is no secret.
It's simply about building a habit cycle for yourself to build a healthy life on top of.
We kind of see it more of a spiritual practice rather than calculations and seeing how much calories we're going to burn in this workout or that workout. And that's something we would like to encourage everybody, because everybody's different, every body works in a different way. So for you to compare yourself to another person in terms of this is the amount of calories I'm going to burn, it's not necessarily correct.
I just expand on the spirituality of it. I think that's what we mean about the spiritualism in our practice and in our healthy life, is that it comes from listening inward instead of looking for answers outward. And our bodies will tell you everything it needs in order to flourish and find how to push its maximum potential every day if you just take the time to listen and provide.
So we always try to stick to doing our workouts in the morning. That is the one time you yourself will have less excuses to skip a workout or to say, I'm tired, I have too much on my plate, because you've set a date with yourself. 8 a.m., I'm up, I'm doing my hour workout, then I start my day. It's about training your body, training your mind to start craving that. And then once you get into a habit of it, like literally your body will crave it. To us right now, when we get up and we can't do a workout for some reason, you're like feeling something is off. And again, we said it briefly in our morning routine video, but what we give to you guys on YouTube and in our programs that we sell on our website is actually what we do ourselves personally. Everything we design is because it has worked for us. Those exercises has helped our bodies flourish, and we want to share those exercises with you so your bodies can flourish as well.
And this is when it comes to like figuring out what your body's asking for, because every morning before we hit the mat, we think and we internally analyze where we are in our emotional and physical EQ, and we provide our body with what we need. If we're, exhausted and tired and we've been working out really hard, we do lighter yoga or restorative yoga or yin yoga. Or if we feel like we really, we have some energy to burn and we really want to give it,
we do like serious workouts. And actually we have the program Boho Beautiful Complete that you guys might have seen on our website, or perhaps you have tried it. But those are exactly what we do, because those workouts are about 45 to an hour long, and that is what we give ourselves, about an hour each day to do really, really in-depth physical work, whether that is through Pilates or yoga. And Mark and I, of course, are also different people. In terms of what works for me sometimes doesn't work for Mark, and we are in different places. For me personally, how I like to structure my programs is I like to challenge myself. So I like to incorporate a lot more cardio-based movements through my flow. I don't like to stop my workouts. As you guys have seen in a lot of the YouTube videos, we never have a break. My body's sweating, my body is working. I give myself a break in a plank position or a downward facing dog, something that's still allowing my body to be working and engaging. And that's what I do. I try to challenge myself to my maximum potential. And with each day, if I stick to a routine, every day I notice that my body can go a little bit further. And that's what I try to push myself.
For me, I'm in a much different position because my body is different, and on my journey, I'm constantly fighting with a bad back.
Yeah.
I had a terrible back herniation a couple of years ago, and I've been on a road to recovery ever since. So I'll usually spend the first 10 minutes of any practice on the mat just like really giving my back the attention it needs. And I've seen, by giving it what it needs, such great improvement from a point where I lived for 3 months on my back in pain to a point now where I can pretty much do everything I ever wanted to, if not better.
It's incredible how far Mark has come actually within his practice. The most important thing that we like to always tell everybody is that no matter how intense we do our workouts, how much we work out in general, if we don't feed our bodies properly, we're not going to see the results we're trying to go for.
So it's really all of it, including the rehabilitation for me and including the pushing yourself to new limits for Juliana. It's all about diet. It's the fuel you put in your body. Everything. Your general health, you are what you eat. That is it.
Actually, to share a personal story with you guys as well, when I began my fitness journey I was 21 at that point, I was just really focusing on working out as hard as I can. And it was frustrating because no matter how much time I spent at the gym or at the classes at that time, I wasn't seeing the results I wanted to see. And then once I cut out all the processed food and I went plant-based, it was insane to see my body transform.
So a couple of years ago, we actually put out a book called The Happy, Healthy, Plant-Based Eating Guide. This was because a lot of people were asking us about plant-based. So the first part of the book is all just sort of information to understand plant-based. And then the second part is a lot of guidance.
And that's something, I guess, that we do ourselves. So the second part is very personal because we share with you guys our meal plans, our grocery list.
And there's a ton of recipes in there. And then the last part to the book, and that's the ethical part for us about why we choose plant-based and why we live a vegan life. And so we tell our story that led us to this point, which is to find the spiritual results. And
that's kind of how your body feels on the inside, because the work you put into your fitness routine, your eating habits, not only are you going to see the physical results, but what's even more important is that you're going to feel it inside. And I think that's even more special because you just feel good about being in this body that you have. And I think that's an important goal to have in anything that you do, is you want to feel good and happy about the body that you have and enjoy your life to the fullest.
Because it transforms, back to the program. No, I'm serious. It transforms the way you feel, not the way you look. For us, honestly, since we started this journey, and if you go back to the beginning of our YouTube, you can see the beginning of a true journey. It was about transforming from the inside out. And so clean eating, a healthy practice every morning, building a habit structure and a strong foundation.
And pushing your limits.
And pushing your limits.
Yeah, it's important.
It's about how you feel. And that's how we work out. We work out to change how we feel about ourselves. And once you understand that, the journey becomes who you are. It doesn't become about just a temporary part of time and you go on a diet or you just start a different regime to get some kind of result.
Yeah, we like to always say that a healthy life doesn't have a deadline. You know, it's not like a cleanse you start and then you have to finish it. It becomes part of who you are. And that's what we would like and hope to inspire everyone out there, is just to embrace a new lifestyle where you can just feel good and live a happy and healthy life. So that's pretty much our secret, if you like to call it, is push our limits. We work really hard. We do all of those workouts you guys see online and in our programs, and we eat extremely well and clean. We also, as we were doing this vlog, I just spotted a dog. I've missed seeing dogs in our last
Maybe he'll
trip
come
here.
over here.
He's too scared of humans. He put his tail under his bum and ran away from me. It's so sad.